This ABC 15 Flash Briefing is sponsored by Sanderson Ford. Straight up.
Hey there, I'm Zach Crenshaw with your top stories from ABC15 Arizona. We begin with a new wave of warnings to keep your kids safe around pools. It is an all too familiar story as temperatures heat up. Children drowning. And unfortunately, we have a tragic update to report. Phoenix Fire telling us a 3-year-old girl has died after being pulled from a backyard pool. This happened Friday near 75th Avenue in Thomas. We're also learning there was a close call in Goodyear Saturday morning. Paramedics there rushing to a drowning call involving a toddler. Fortunately, that little boy was awake and just taken to the hospital as a precaution. Now, these tragedies involving kids happen every year, but the city of Phoenix knows they can be prevented, which is why they're launching a new water safety campaign called Drowning Zero. And it's not the only city initiative. It's not only a city initiative. Valley companies are on board with this message as well. Desert Pool Safety in Phoenix installs safety nets around pools to prevent these drownings. Here's what the owner and his wife say you can do to stay safe.
Definitely, get them in the water, right? Get them to learn how to swim, right? And then barriers. As you can see, the kids can't get into the pool.
By the time the kids are about 2, 3, 4 even, they're going to try to go up and over that fence. So the net is good because once you lock it, you know that net is going to be locked until you physically take the key and unlock it.
Obviously, the most important thing, always be watching your kids and your pets when they're around pools. Business, of course, goes up this time of year. So if you want a net, get in there as soon as possible to get that installed. People use pools and worry about someone falling in and not being able to get out. But the couple says nets are pretty much fail safe and once tightened, prevent anyone from hitting that water. It's hard to comprehend just how life-changing electricity is if you've never had it. But pretty soon, hundreds of Navajo families will experience just that. SRP working to get power to hundreds of homes up in northern Arizona. The first of 4 SRP crews left Tempe Saturday morning, and for 4 weeks, they'll be digging holes, raising poles, and stringing lines to get 300 families electricity. Mark Sinecki has volunteered to help multiple years, and he says it is life-changing.
It's something special when for the first time they turn the power on by not going outside and filling up the generators. They just hit the light switch.
Getting all those homes electricity is no small task either. SRP teaming up with utility companies from 10 different states. The crews are going to be working near Chinle. Now, all of that rain we got last year played a role in our record number of West Nile cases in Maricopa County. Now changes are being made as to how mosquitoes are tracked. Those pesky little bloodsuckers are now going to be counted weekly. So far, there are no human cases of West Nile this year. The county, though, says they're going to add more traps to those growing parts of the county.
After everything was over last year, that's what we looked at this year and said, well, we need to add traps in these areas so that we have a weekly surveillance.
The county plans to have fogging companies on standby just in case there's another high season of West Nile. A team of some very smart students are taking their IQs to the national stage. The Science Bowl team from Basis Peoria took home top honors at a recent regional competition, giving them the opportunity to take on the best and brightest at nationals in May. They'll compete in a semifinal first, and if they land in the top 8, they're going to head to D.C. in hopes of being the 2022 national champs. They tell us it's not just about how much they know and learn, it's about how they work together.
It really is an exercise in teamwork. Like, knowledge is important, but it's just as important as working as a team together. And at regionals, we were like a well-oiled machine. We were checking each other, making sure we didn't get things wrong. And that's a wonderful experience. It really does help to build bonds between us.
A well-oiled machine they probably know how to put together and take apart. All right, over the next month, they're going to spend countless hours practicing, and the teams will receive at least $500 and up to $3 grand for first place. All of that money will go towards the school's STEM activities.
Tracking your most accurate forecast, I'm meteorologist Jorge Torres. We're expecting a warm end to the weekend here in the valley, with temperatures starting off in the lower 60s in the morning, climbing into the 80s by midday and reaching the mid-80s by the afternoon as skies begin to gradually clear out tomorrow. Here's a look at your forecast elsewhere across State 48. We'll be in the upper 50s in Flagstaff, 60s in Heber and Cholo, and 80s from the valley into the south and west. Futurecast is showing breezy conditions, though, returning for parts of the state beginning mainly tomorrow afternoon. But look at the forecast for Monday. We're going to stopping at midday, and you do see the potential for some breezy conditions around Mojave County, along with southeastern parts of the state. And they do pick up elsewhere Monday and essentially sticking around the rest of the week. So here's that 7-day forecast. We stay in the mid and upper 80s through at least Monday, and then a bunch of 90s with breezy conditions almost each and every day beginning Tuesday onward, with the highest day being on Friday with a high of 97, with overnight lows staying in the mid to upper 60s.
For the latest headlines, weather, and traffic, head to ABC15.com or download the free ABC15 mobile app.
This ABC 15 Flash Briefing is sponsored by Sanderson Ford. Straight up.